Hello, everybody, and welcome to this month's Google Hangout. I am Veena Kanke, Director of Grants and Partnerships at Dining for Women. This month, we have two guests with us. First, we have Kathleen Dodge, who is the Executive Director of Kenya Self-Help Project. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Veena. So nice to be with you, and warm greetings to women all across the country.
Thank you. And then we have Amy. Amy Moore is our technology coordinator who is making sure that everything goes well with this Google Hangout. So Kathleen, I'm going to let you share with us the details of your project and your presentation.
Thank you so much, Veena. Our project is located in Western Kenya in a region bordering Lake Victoria. The town of Kendu Bay was once a commercial center and transportation hub in the region, but today's abandoned shops and empty streets testify to the impact of HIV/AIDS on communities in this region. Up to 1/4 of the children in our partner schools have lost one or both parents. Makeshift market centers now serve as venues for the sale of basic staples, where local women wait beside their garden produce, hoping for a sale. Their earnings of $1 or $2 per day will likely be the sole source of family income. Close to half the population in this region lives below the poverty line. To survive, even the youngest family members are called upon to help with daily chores, starting with water and wood collection. Responsibility falls most heavily upon girls, who often use their midday school break to collect water from the river and carry it home. After school, girls are sent out to forage for firewood or clean the family cooking pots and look after siblings. Despite these burdens, little girls head to school each day, barefoot and in threadbare uniforms, hoping that education will be their path out of poverty. But when girls reach puberty, family poverty truly takes its toll. 40% of Kendu Bay girls do not finish grade 8. Before this program began, more than 230 girls in our school zone alone dropped out of school every year. At 23 primary schools, this project works to rectify the causes that underline why girls drop out of school. Dining for Women support will secure two components of our Girls Empowerment Program: Dignity Kit supplies and Girls Club education and life skills training. Access to sanitary supplies is key to keeping girls in school during their menses. The creation of a cost-effective, reusable sanitary napkin, assembled by a group of local widows, has enabled thousands of girls to remain in school and keep up their studies. Packaged with underwear and emergency disposable pads, these dignity kits will allow over 2,000 adolescent girls to recapture up to 10 weeks of missed class each year. During biannual dignity kit distributions, former program beneficiaries play a prominent role as motivational speakers and positive role models. Sponsored in high school, these local students continued into university on scholarship. Now they seek to inspire their younger peers to work hard and stay in school. Your grant will also sustain our girls' clubs, a unique learning structure that benefits 3,400 girls in grades 4 through 8. The curriculum aims to improve girls' health awareness and decision-making, and build girls' self-confidence and leadership skills. Strengthening these capacities is important because in this region, the absence of girls' health and AIDS prevention education is linked to a 25% HIV/AIDS prevalence among girls, compared to the national average of 6%. Teenage pregnancy here is the second highest in Kenya. But for girls in our school zone of 23 schools, teenage pregnancy and early marriage have dropped to 0. There is the great value of Girls Club education. Again, former program beneficiaries from the village, young women now in university, come back and tell our girls, I was in your shoes. I was a total orphan at your age. And if I could do it, you can too. Girls Club debates in neighboring schools puts girls on stage where they can recognize for their verbal proficiency and clear thinking. In Kendu Bay, Girls Club debates are bigger school news than boys football. Outcomes verify how a sustained and integrated program can impact girls' futures. In our schools of 23 schools, this program has reduced girls' school dropout to just 4 girls per year. Class performance has skyrocketed. Girls now stand in the majority of top performing students. And contrasting girls' status in neighboring school districts, high school eligibility in our zone has risen to 100%. Through member support of this program, Dining for Women will improve the social and economic futures of thousands of Kendu Bay girls. We are so grateful to you all. That's my presentation, and I look forward to questions. Nina?
So, Kathleen, as we wait for you to get back on screen, there you are. That was such a wonderful presentation. It always amazes us at what barriers girls face in order to get educated. And the outcomes are so fabulous when you do give them the opportunities. Given that this is a community of HIV/AIDS that continues to be impacted by it, can you tell us what the family dynamics are of the girls that most of your program reaches?
Yes, thank you, Veena. Many of our students, up to 1/4 of the students at some of our partner schools, have lost one or both parents. When that happens, if a mother is lost, the father often becomes overwhelmed. It's not uncommon for the father to abandon the family, ship them off to an aunt, to a grandmother. We frequently know of grandmothers who are raising children from multiple families of their offspring.
Oh, that is a lot for the grandmother to kind of take charge of. So tell us exactly what the Girls Club activities do. I mean, in what way are you helping these girls make decisions that help them?
Well, Girls Club is aimed to help girls. Well, let us go back a moment to the grandmother. When many children are under an elderly lady's care, grandmothers will look to the girls to help them with the caregiving. And girls are grown up to see themselves as nothing more than caregivers and mothers in the making. It's very important that girls develop a sense of personal value for their skills, for their potential, that they have a sense of self-esteem, that they are looked upon for their intellect, for their abilities, rather than the sense that they are mothers and daughters. So girls lack a sense of security in terms of being free to do that. Girls Club teaches a sense of, teaches girls how to be more assertive of their rights, how to articulate for their needs, how to develop a sense of personal security, and teach girls how to look at their future as holding some value and potential.
Mm-hmm. So can you share with us some of the outcomes in terms of the girls that you have intervened with? What are their futures? What do their futures look like?
I'd love to share with you a story about one of our girls who was sponsored in high school in 2006. So we're talking about 11 years ago. Millicent's mother died. The father remarried. The mother brought in her children to the marriage. Mother never liked the father's first original children. And so slowly, the father's children became estranged. Ultimately, Millicent was abandoned by the father. He died. She was a total orphan. You saw her picture. She was a mentor with the girls' club in the PowerPoint. Millicent went through high school, really excelled, focused on her studies, held her dream in her heart, finished school, was able to continue on through university, got her degree in accounting, layered that with a CPA degree. She now holds a job with, they call the organization Kenya Women's Finance Trust. It's a national organization. Millicent is a loan officer. She helps struggling women get loans and teaches them how to manage their money and how to start small businesses. The byline for this organization is banking on women. And Millicent brings all of her skills right to that job. Not only that, her younger sister and younger brother are now living with Millicent, and she is paying their school fees. And so you have a young woman who has gone through school, who now is supporting her younger siblings and giving them an education. And so there's an example.
Mm-hmm. That is a wonderful example. So it seems that these young graduates that graduate out of your Kenya Self-Help Project move on to other things. Some are choosing to live in other towns where there are more opportunities, and some are coming back to serve their communities, correct?
That is correct. That's exactly correct. Once a young person has a marketable skill and can earn a living, those opportunities are often not in the village, but nearby. Important to note that when I say nearby, that could be a short matatu ride to the village. So it is not uncommon to find young people working in a larger town and then coming home for the weekend and supporting the family and the siblings in their family constellation.
Mm-hmm. So in the little time that we have left, can you share with us what is in the future for Kenya Self-Help Project? What are some of your dreams and challenges?
Thank you. There is not a week that passes that people do not come into the office to see our project manager and plead that our girls club and the services that the type of girls club education and activities that we give in our district be available to them in theirs. The contrast is night and day. In Homa Bay County, our school zone of Nyakongo school zone is like a star in a night sky. It is a shining example of what can happen for girls, how they can achieve and how potential in their lives can open if given just the smallest opportunity. The program is really a model. And there's a great interest in this model. It's replicable. We understand that, and we are ready and able and eager to transfer that and support that process of replicating it. And really, with the support, with financial support, it's doable to upscale this project.
That is wonderful news. Kathleen, we wish Kenya Self-Help Project the very best. Perhaps this Dining for Women grant can leverage other funding that can spread your word, spread the idea of the girls' clubs. We wish you the very, very best and hope to hear from you through your reports about the success. Thank you so much.
Heartfelt thanks, Veena, and to all your members countrywide. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.